Hello and welcome to our very special program. Ndtv with Aircel is campaigning to save our tigers. And in these episodes, we're going to take a look at key tiger landscapes across the country and the important role that they play in keeping our tiger population safe. And in the first episode, we're going to start with one of the oldest tiger parks in this country, Corbett Tiger Reserve, home to 164 tigers. It's one of the largest parks we have, and as I said, one of the oldest. It's the park where Project Tiger, in fact, was born. Now, of late, Corbett Tiger Reserve has been in the news because of the tourism factor, the uncontrolled tourism that's taking place around the periphery of the park. You've got lodges and resorts just mushrooming on various sides of the park, and this is causing a real problem and creating pressure on the park, so much so that recently the Prime Minister even wrote to the government of Uttarakhand asking it to control the tourism and also declare the area around the park as an eco-sensitive zone. Well, to talk more about this, we're joined in studio by Prerna Singh Bindra. Thanks so much for being here. Prerna, in fact, wrote a report. She went there, researched, and in fact brought out a report on the impact that tourism is having on wildlife in Corbett that was prepared for the tourism ministry, and it also created quite a stir at the time. Right, so Prerna, tell us, why have we come to this sort of situation, and what really are the fears? What is the problem really that we're facing, so much so that the Prime Minister's had to write about this issue?
See, you can see here the red line over here. On your left is the Corbett National Park, and the red line that you see are resorts which are blocking a very crucial corridor. On your right is what you see is the Ramnagar Forest Division, and this red line represents some 75 and above park, 17 more on the anvil. And all of these are not adhering to any environment protection norms. You have rain dances there, you have discs there, you have swimming pools, you have weddings, and more importantly, what to me is even more critical, is that they are blocking a corridor. You know,
if you could explain for our viewers what exactly an animal corridor would be.
Corridor is, you have what is called a good source or a breeding population in Corbett, which needs to, of tigers as well as elephants for that matter, which need to disperse to feed other forests around Corbett.
Like Ramnagar Forest
Like
Division.
Ramnagar Forest Division, like areas around. And also on this side is your Kosi River. Animals go there to drink water. It is a very critical link, and all of this is blocked by corridors. Animals simply don't have any way to move. And any population which is not connected, you have a good population here, but if it is not connected, it is very vulnerable and prone to extinction. What use is a good population if it cannot disperse? It's genetically a dead end.
So that's along the Kosi. That's one of the very critical areas, as you pointed out, where lots of resorts have mushroomed. And your report also talks about other areas which are now in the future likely to become problems.
Yeah, this is more or less gone. And also what is happening here, see, you have the Ramnagar city which is moving in. You have tourism is one of the main factors, but it's not the only factor. You have a gated colony coming up here. You have the Vatanwasa gate on your north. These are where the new areas, which are also now your potential tourism hotspots.
Now, one of the questions that arises is, why has the Forest Department not been able to do anything about this?
You know, one of the issues is that beyond their park, the Corbett officials, it's not their mandate, it's not their domain. So, that's one issue that we need to look at. We need to look at a landscape level planning, where they have a say around the park. If you declare this, if this comes under an eco-sensitive zone,
which is what the Prime Minister asked for.
Yeah, that's the law. There is a Supreme Court ruling, I think some 3 years back or 4 years back, that you have to declare it eco-sensitive zones. But it's not been done, and if that happens, then the Forest Department and officials have more say on the land use around the park.
Tuba.com